What's up, everybody? It's me, it's Mr. PRIME, coming back at you guys with another episode of the Prime Nostalgia Podcast. First episode of 2020, first episode of the decade. Yeah. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Thanksgiving, whatever else I missed. Boxing Day, whatever. Rusev Day, Lana Day, whatever. Everybody had a good one of those. So, first episode of the decade, first episode of the year, and I missed a lot. Like I missed a lot of stuff. So, I guess we'll just get right on into it. I guess you can say. What I want to start with? Actually, I want to get this out the way. If you haven't, Mariah Carey did a reimagined version, or whatever you call it, reimagined. She did a video of All I Want for Christmas Is You, but she did it like in today's time, and I gotta say, much more prefer 2019 Mariah Carey over the other one in the other video. But that is nothing. If you haven't seen it, you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, what do I want to talk about first? You know what? I want to talk about some on this day. I follow this channel, this Twitter and Instagram. Nick Rewind. If you don't, go follow them. They have good stuff, and you can follow YouTube too. They do have stuff with I know they have like Kel Mitchell doing stuff. They have Daniela Monet doing stuff. Kel, you know Kel Mitchell. Daniela Monet is Trini in Victorious, or she was on Zoe 101, or she was on Fairly Odd Parents movie. So if you know her. They had Devin Wertheiser, who was Ned Bitsby, Ned's Declassified School Survivor Guide. Who else? They had a lot of people on there though. A lot of people. They recently, I think they had Megan Good on there too, from Cousin Skeeter. So yeah, it's a lot. Anyway, um, they post a lot of good stuff. If you don't follow them, I think you should go follow them. I think you should give it a follow. But I'm just gonna read some of they have on these days, and I'm just gonna read ones that I missed. On this day, 2005, December 30th, Mr. Meaty prepared. If you don't know Mr. Meaty, I don't. Mr. Meaty was a was a weird show, which I think everybody that watches Mr. Meaty thinks that it's a dream, because it's like there's not no references of Mr. Meaty. You can't really find it on the internet. Really, it's like, did this really exist in my mind, or did this really exist? Because I know, um, for a long time, I thought the Naked Brothers Band was just like my mirror. Because I look up the episodes, I look up stuff for it. Nothing, nothing is of the Naked Brothers Band at all. So I was like, did this band really exist, or was it just in my head? But it existed. Uh, that, and then something I didn't really want to exist is what it's called, Reimagined, inside Jimmy's brain, or Reanimated. That's what I think. That's what it's called, Reanimated. That, I don't know why that stuck in my head, but it did. But yeah, Mr. Meaty. Mr. Meaty was a cool show. I'm, I'm gonna read some of these comments because I already know these gonna be crazy. Um, some people say this show oddly made me feel uncomfortable. Why did I like this show? This show was horrifying. This show, this show felt like a fever dream. How did it get greenlit? This show looked creepy to me. I had nightmares of this show for days. This show was horrendous, but I still caught myself watching it. Yeah, true. That's probably how I was. Uh, this show was scary to me. I forget all about this show. It's a classic. I love this show. Had a great sense of humor to it. The show was wonderful mistake of media. Was a wonderful mistake of media. Weirdest show ever. Totally forgot about it. Even terrible ideas get picked up. That is very true. Uh, Somebody said December 30th, 2005 was the worst day of my life because of this show came out. Okay. Okay. Wow. People really dislike this show. I mean, I watched it. When I was watching the show, I was like, "Oh, this show was weird," but I still watched it anyway. So I guess I can't complain. Uh, what else did we get? On 3 days ago, I don't even remember what 3 days ago was, but 3 days ago, whenever that was, Uh, in 2007, Just Jordan premiered. Oh my gosh, Lil JJ, Just Jordan. I I used to think that Just Jordan was like a counter program to Lil Romeo show, but I think Lil Romeo show came out in like 2003. I want to believe. I'm looking at the Lil Romeo show real quick. Yes, okay, oh, so Just Jordan came after the Lil Romeo show ended. So I guess they said we need a black dude that's kind of a rapper that needs a sitcom. Okay, well yeah, Lil Romeo show was 2003 to 2006, and Just Jordan I think was like 2 seasons. I believe. Just Jordan was 2 seasons, I believe. Yes, 2 seasons, 2007, January 2007 to April 2008. They only had 29 episodes though. All right, I guess. Uh, it had Lil JJ or Big JJ or Just JJ or Jay Lewis, whatever he goes by now. I know he's on Wild 'N Out, but I don't know what he goes by. Raven Goodwin. She's been in a lot of stuff. She's been in I think she was in Good Luck Charlie too. She's been in a lot of stuff to be only 27. I'll say that. Kristen Cone, Justin Chung. I don't know any of these other people. Oh, Bill Billings. Bill was in this. I met Bill Billingsley. I didn't know he was in this show. Okay, weird. He's a nice guy though. He's a very nice guy. I swear I did not know he was in this show. That kind of makes me happy. Demi Lovato was in this show. Really? All right. Chelsea Tarvis. She looks familiar, but I guess it's what the love interest in the show. I'm not sure, but she looks very familiar. Anyways, yeah, Just Jordan was my show. It was like Just Jordan was like is a show. He went to school. He got in trouble. He worked. Got in trouble. But he kind of had a fourth wall breaking type of thing. Like he'll say freeze and then look at the camera, kind of like Zach Morris to do and Saved by the Bell. So he got that little aspect. Um, yeah, but this I still feel like this is kind of like a Lil Romeo replacement in a sense. Um, yeah, because 2007 they had a lot of shows in. Drake and Josh ended in 2007. Um, what other show ended in 2007? I think like Unfabulous, and I think Zoe 101 ended 2008. But yeah, 2007, 2008 is when they started to, I guess, revamp shows. So that's when like True Jackson came out, and I think that's when Naked Brothers Band came out. If I'm correct, Naked Brothers Band had to come out 2007, right? 2006, maybe. I don't know. I'm just rambling on. You know what? I'm gonna look this up because I got to. It's killing me. Naked Brothers Band, 3 seasons. It came out in 2007 and 2009. I think they had a movie too. I'm not sure, but yes. Nat and Alex are doing great. I know Nat Wolf was in Jumanji. He played Spencer, and Alex does stuff too. They both do movies. Yeah, so Nat has been very successful. Um, yeah, very very successful. Nat Wolf. They both have, but you know. Uh, what else I have on this day? I have some news. So is this a news and a rumor? I mean, and a reboot report. I'm gonna just put it. I'm gonna just mix them up. All right. So on this day, today, 2005, Zoe 101 premiered. 15 years. 15 years since Zoe 101. Oh my god. This show made people want to like go to this type of environment where it's like a school and a college type of thing. But yeah, they had a lot of like good moments. They had Sean Flynn, of course, Jamie Lynn Spears, Aaron Sanders. Who else on? Victoria Justice was. Yeah, she was on there. Chris Massey, Matt Underwood was in it. What is? I forgot what the girl name is. The other two best friends other than Gwen. I can't remember. But yeah, you got yeah, a lot of people in it. Of course, you have I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name, but yeah, you have him in there. He plays Dustin. So you have a like a lot of stuff in here. Zoe 101 is probably one of those like it's one of those shows like oh my gosh, it's just nostalgic. 15 years though of Zoe 101? Oh my gosh. Well, since we're talking about Zoe 101, I'm gonna keep this subject going. So I guess you can hit the music. So in nostalgia news, um Zoe 101, ladies and gentlemen, is making a return. Kinda. Um See, Zoe 101, they're doing it in a way that I like. Like they're doing it in a way that I like, okay? So some shows I don't want a full, I don't want a full get them picked up in a full, 12, 13, 14, 15, 22 episodes worth or a full season. I just want a special like Keenan and Kel did a Good Burger thing on Jimmy Fallon, or they did the Full House thing on Jimmy Fallon, or the Say About the Bell thing on Jimmy Fallon. Sometimes I just want something like that, like a special, like an hour special that they do, and I would be good with that. But some people want a full fledged, episodes 22. They want full fledged ordered episodes in a reboot, but then they get upset that it's not good. Like if it's just like a one off 1 hour thing or 30-minute thing, I'd be cool with it. But on the upcoming season of all that, season 12, right? Season 12, or are they counting this? Nah, I think the season ended. Season 12, I want to say. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Of all that. And, yeah. So, it's going to be, for one, Jamie Lynn Spears is going to be reprising her character as the grandmother of the old lady. I forgot what her name was. But, she's the old lady. And, then they're gonna do a Zoe 101 reunion where they're gonna have all cast members of Zoe 101. When I say all, I mean like you got Gwen, Aaron Sanders, you got real Sean Flynn, you got Matt Underwood, Chris Massey, uh you got Victoria Justice, Jamie Lynn Spears. You got all of them coming back and reprising their roles, and it is awesome. It's great. Like literally, uh, looks fun. Uh, seriously, it looks like amazing. If you watch it, or you're gonna, of course you're gonna watch it. I mean, who wouldn't watch a Zoe 101 reunion? But it's like everybody is there, and they're all older. It's like, oh, this is it's just crazy and nostalgic. And it could lead to a reboot. It could. Um, but I think we'll see where it goes. Don't think it'll be a full. I mean, how can I put this? If they do a reboot, it will be like a. I feel it'll be probably like a Netflix type of thing, like a Disney Plus type of thing where Liz McGuire's on there, but she's older, pretty like that. Cause they can't still be going to PCA. They can't be just Also, oh, what's the other girl name too? Uh, what is the girl that liked Logan? I'm not Logan. Is his name Logan on there? The girl the nerdy girl. I forgot what her name is, but yeah, you got her. I believe she's coming back too. So that is all nice. Just the whole crew is just speaking of nostalgic. Anyways, we did get that. We did actually get that special though of what did Zoe say on Dan Rapp's YouTube channel, Dan Schneider's YouTube channel, or his production channel, whatever you want to call it. But we did get that though. We did get that though. What does Zoe say? Now I want to talk about some reboot news, and I got a lot of it. I got a lot of reboot news. So we already hit the bell, and whew, some lengthy reads right here. Where do I want to start? Where do I want to start on these lengthy reads? I guess I'll start here. Wizards of Waverly Place stars want the cast to reunite for a reboot on Disney Plus. As you know, Disney Plus is like kind of revitalized a lot of shows' popularity in a sense. Um, and Wizards of Waverly Place being one of them. You know, they got stars like Greg Sokin, who was on The Runaways and other stuff. Selena Gomez, Jennifer Stone, David Henry, Jake T. Austin. They got a lot of characters. Um, did 106 episodes from 2007 to 2012. Also did a movie and a crossover episode with Sweet Life on Deck and Hannah Montana. And I think they ended the season or something, but then they came back with an hour long like episode or something like that. Um, so David DeLuise, the dad, he says, "You guys want to reboot a Wizards of Waverly Place? I'm in. Let's do it." So Selena Gomez said is she said it's actually wild because since Disney Plus came out, I have been asked about Wizards more than ever, even when I was on the show. It makes me very happy. She said it's one of my greatest times in my life. I will never forget it. I still talk to some of the people from the show, and if asked will they relaunch or do anything, Gomez said she actually would love to. I don't know when that will happen or if that will happen, but I am 1000% down. So we'll see. Uh, so yeah, we'll see. Even when people post it, you got David Henry and the mom. I forget what her name is. They both say like, "We'll do it. Let's do this." We sit and talk about a reboot all the time, and you know, we'll see. Also, since they are going to be having Lizzie McGuire, they do have Raven's Home now with her being older, Lizzie being older. You could have Wizard Waverly Place being older as well. Um, One thing I was gonna say is another show. Oh, Good Luck Charlie as well. I seen that they posted a picture of one of them getting married. I think Bridget Mendler was getting married, and like the whole cast of Good Luck Charlie was there. So people was like, "Oh yeah, I would want to see that." The Duncan's getting older, Charlie's older, and I don't know the other baby's name, but I'm sure they're quite of age too. So yeah, you got those. Um, you got those things. Honestly, I got a lot of stuff to read. So let's see what's next in my reading. I got a lot. Just trying to, kind of. All right. I was gonna read this news about uh Cure from the Power Rangers, but honestly, it's literally a sad read. I literally cannot. I can't read it. It's a sad read, like a very very sad read. Rest in peace. But he, from what I'm hearing, had a couple issues and um things happen. So hey, now I want to read this just real quick. Uh, I want to read something from Say about the Bell reboot. They have some news coming out. Uh, that I want to read to you real quick, real quick. They got a couple news. Actually, they had some news I was gonna read when I did my episode in December, but now they added more news. So let's get into it. Step aside, Mr. Belden. There's a new principal in town. NBC Universal's forthcoming streaming service Peacock has cast Pitch Perfect star John Michael Higgins as the new head of Bayside High in its upcoming Saved by the Bell reboot. So he'll be playing Principal Todman, the successor to Dennis Haskins' Richard Belden. So is he the legit successor, like Mr. Belden like retired and he was the next principal? Because I know at least till 2000, Mr. Belden was the principal. Because that's when the new class ended in 2000, I believe, 2000 or 99. So he was principal for a while. He's been for at least 10 years, at least. So yeah, he was principal for a while. But anyways, um According to the official description, the principal Tommy, I ain't even gonna pretend to like I know that word. Principal Tommy is consistently being pranked by his privileged students and yelled at by their entitled parents. But all these changes when based against the influx of low income students and Tommy gets a second chance to really make a difference. So what that mean when they say low risk children, like, because during those later years they had later just anybody walking in there, honestly. But anyways, the Saved by the Bell reboot was announced in September as a part of Peacock streaming service, which will stream next April. They're gonna launch a slate of original programming. Mr. Robot, Punky Brewster is coming back. I did hear about that. Sherry Johnson and Soleil Moon Frye. Interesting to see what that's gonna be about. Anyways, original cast members Mario Lopez and Elizabeth Berkley are slated to reprise their roles as AC Slater and Jesse Spano, and Mark Paul Gosselaar, Zach Morris is gonna be the what is he, the mayor? Mayor Zach? Yeah, Mayor Zach. Um, so yeah, I think if Dustin Diamond doesn't do this, this will probably be the first ever thing of Saved by the Bell that he's not on, cause he's on everything. He's on Good Morning Miss Bliss. He's on Saved by the Bell. He's on Saved by the Bell the college years. Saved by the Bell the new class. He's in the movie, and he's on the special, which I guess is a regular episode is a Halloween, not Halloween, Hawaiian style. Anyways, let's read this new information. Saved by the Bell star Mark Paul Gosselaar reprising his role in the series reboot. A deal that brings Mark Paul Gosselaar back to the reassembled Saved by the Bell cast has been finalized. And the next step in the revival process is currently in motion for the star. Oh, for them to land former star Tiffany Thiessen. Tiffany Amber Thiessen is the full name here. Guy who wrote this. Anyways, the mix ish. Stop, I'm having trouble. Closed a deal with Peacock, the upcoming streaming service from NBC on Thursday, to return to the series for its Saved by the Bell revival, and that will see Zach Morris in his preppy glory. Now the governor, not the mayor, the governor of California. Oh my God, the governor of California who navigates. Why is he the governor? Who navigates an onslaught of criticism for closing too many low-income high schools and offering to funnel the embattled students to other better performing schools, which obviously includes Bayside High. Um, let me see. This says here that he will appear in no more than 3 episodes of the beloved single camera series, which will also serve as an executive producer capacity. So he's only gonna be in So is this gonna be a um, 3 episode like minimum of all, or if they do a season 2, then he'll be in 6? Is this gonna be like a Feeny thing in Girl Meets World? Because if it is, God, I hope they don't have 22 episodes and they have him like once every 22 episodes. Oh my gosh, okay. Um, the outlet reported that producers from Universal Television are in talks with former series standout Tiffany Amber Thiessen to return as well. Um, I did hear some other news. I don't even think I have it here. I don't even think I have it. But you know what? I'm gonna pull it up because when I seen this, I let me just make sure I seen it right. Let me just make sure I seen it right before I tell you guys. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Definitely do not want to say the wrong thing. Yes, I did see that right. Okay. Saved by the Bell reboot cast transgender actress Josie. Don't know how to say that name. Tota in lead role. The actress Josie has reportedly been cast to star alongside Mario Lopez and Elizabeth Berkley in the new Saved by the Bell reboot. The new series takes a look at Bayside High after an influx of students arrived from low. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is Bayside High is Saved by the Bell in the same realm of That's So Raven? Cause That's So Raven, she went there. They used the same set as well as her school being called Bayside, and she was in California. Just putting that out there. I don't even know if it's the same. It's not. It's probably not. Um, but yeah, the actor announced she was transgender in 2018. Uh, okay. What? Why does I don't know why that's the headline. Why can't just be they cast a actress? Why gotta be they cast a transgender actress? Anyways, I guess they want to make it aware to people, but y'all just cast the actress, then y'all will be good. Y'all don't have to worry about if she's transgender or not. But anyways, she is said to be playing a cheerleader, both loved and feared by her fellow students. So if she a cheerleader, is she gonna be like Tori? Not is her name Tori? The Tori, the mystery girl that appeared in the last season and then disappeared in the last season. That Tori, maybe she'll be like a cheerleader, but still like can beat people up. Kind of like how I don't even know who I can compare that to. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, okay. That's an interesting way to go to have her like still kind of the soul person. I can still beat you up at the same time. What other news we have here? What other news we have? What other news we have? I know we got news. Let me see. Let me see. The gargoyles. Ooh, gargoyles. All right. This is oh my god. This is lengthy. I should proofread these first. Disney Plus has breathed some new life into the gargoyles and the animated series. No animated series deserves a reboot more than Gargoyles. I can agree with that. Um, I can definitely agree with that. A new generation with Disney Plus can now access the experience of the Gargoyles. Created in 1994, the show starred an oppressed warrior clan of sentient bat-winged humanoid creatures who are frozen in stone by day and once protected their medieval Scottish castle until they were betrayed and woke up in modern-day Manhattan. The Golly, the Gargoyles was a fantasy take on Marvel's X-Men. Uh, I can understand that. Gargoyles was the first series I created and I produced. This is the dude that made it, by the way, and produced, and it's still probably the best thing I'm known for till this day. He said that in the interview in 2015, and I'm fine with that because the work still holds up 20 years later, and because the series is my baby. He echoed that sentiment over the years. He's not wrong. If you look at the elements that make Gargoyles compulsively watchable, you can map them to several most successful fantasy and science fiction properties of the late 20th and early 21st. So I don't know why they put it like that. Century, the medieval battles that play out like animated versions of Lord of the Rings set pieces. They did have a good, nice set piece. Even the set that they were on, the main building that they were on, everything. So yeah, I think I think they should bring it back. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they brought it back. Cause why wouldn't you bring it back? I mean, come on now, come on. Why would you not bring back one of the most talked about shows that people have been demanding uh for in like forever? Anyways, the Proud Family is getting a reboot. Is it getting revived or is it getting a reboot? I would have to ask somebody that I know that's on the show. But anyways, for the moment, the Proud Family is they're coming back. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, so it hasn't been confirmed yet. Like I'm reading this, I'm looking. It has not been confirmed yet on what it is as far as a revival or a reboot. I think it would be because everybody say if they wanted to be the same, it should be like them but older. I don't know. I mean, it would be nice to have them where they are, but it'd be nice to have them older too. So maybe, and if you can put them over older, come on, God, if you can put them older, maybe you can hide the fact that Orlando Brown is probably not going to be in it. Um, I think Elisa Reyes did post a picture of them. It was her, Soleil Moon Frye, Kyla Pratt, Joe Marie Payton, Tommy Davidson. So yeah, it's people are ready. I hope they have Cedric Entertainer come back on and do Bobby. I know. I hope they have like an older Wizard Kelly on there. Wizard Kelly, y'all. I like Wizard Kelly. He was cool. Uh, I mean, is that it? Is that it? I know Tommy Davidson is really gonna do it. So yeah, were all these shows coming back? You know what? I think they should make them older just so we can have like some what are the kids' names from Kim Possible? Jim and Tim, I think, or Phil and Leo, whatever. We can have that with BB and CC, so they can actually talk and not just make sound effects. They can actually talk to Penny and annoy her. Um, is that all the news I have on my reboots here? I think so. Yep. So that's a lengthy reboot talk, lengthy Nick Rewind talk. Let's get into some what's Prime watching. This week I've been watching a lot of stuff. Um, TV show wise, I've been going back and oh my god, I've been going back and watching Big Time Rush. Don't know why. It's actually a pretty decent show. I mean, I don't have no problems with it. It's like a sitcom, but it's not a sitcom, and it's I like the how can I put? I like the way that they do it though. Like for one, they it's creative because their song is the so they find a way to get in trouble every time and do the in the beginning for their theme song. Like sometimes it's you're in trouble and like the person that they're in trouble with sings it, or sometimes they have a radio out. Like for example, the episode I saw recently, they had a radio and they were playing the song. It was like, oh, we didn't get yelled at, good, but the still played. It was like, wait, that's not a bad thing. Why are you playing the music? It was like, oh no, our stereo's on, and then it was like, oh, okay. One of them they had like a girl group, an opposing girl group, try to steal their thunder, and the girl group was like, So yeah, I like the way that they constantly do that. Yeah, but Big Time Rush was cool. Tanya, not Tanya. What's her name on the show? Kelly. That's all I gotta say. It's Kelly and Jennifer. Well, I'm with Carlos. The Jennifers are cool, but I don't even know which Jennifer is which. I'm gonna just say the one that's usually on the left with the curly hair. So I'm gonna say. Anyways, movie wise, I watched. Don't hate me, y'all. This is my first Kid and Play movie I watched ever, like in full. I watched Class Act. Came out in '93, '92, '93 or '92. One of them. Yeah, Kid and Play. Chris Martin, Chris Reed. Who else was in it? Tommy was in it. Tommy Ford was in it. It's like a switcheroo. The nerd and the cool guy switch roles, and that's basically all you need to know. And it starts from there. That's all you need to know. And you going into the movie, you watch it, have a good time. The Tuxedo with Jackie Chan, I watched that. Why did I watch this? I have no idea. But I guess I was like 20 minutes into it. I was like, alright, I might as well finish it. But it had oh, you know what? Before I get to this part, I really want to talk about the beginning. Bothered me so much because during the intro of the movie, you can see the names pop up on the screen, and his thing is he wants to talk to this girl. That's the beginning of the movie. He wants to talk to this girl, and they say, "What are you gonna do?" He says, "I had to get a job if I want to talk to this girl." And then, soon as he says that, the name, because I didn't look at none of the people that was in it before I watched it. Soon as he says that, the name Jennifer Love Hewitt pops up on the screen, and I'm like, oh, well, that's stupid. He's definitely not going to end up with the girl because he's going to end up with Jennifer Love Hewitt. I mean, she's the big star of the movie. You're not just going to have her in the movie and not have her be the love interest. So the point of this intro is stupid. Him getting this job for her to want to impress her. I mean, whatever. I guess I'm just looking more deep into it. I was like, him impressing her is making no sense because he's going to end up with her anyway. But even the way that they did it made no sense. Literally, they all teamed up, made a plan, help him get her. She said no. And then Jennifer Love Hewitt was like, "Oh, well, it looks like you didn't get it." He was like, "Oh, but you do? You want to go to coffee?" She's like, "Yeah, we can do that." All right. Anyways, I probably just spoiled it, but I probably spoiled it, but honestly, I don't care. Then they had a Jackie Chan. They had a James Brown scene where James Brown is in his dressing room, and James Brown said, "Hey, uh, nice." He said, "You're doing good" or something. Tapped him on the back, and his tuxedo is like a robot fighting type of. It helps him do everything in fights. His tuxedo flips James Brown over, and he was like, "Oh, you killed James Brown." So now he has to go out there. He has to do the James Brown dances. Of course, his suit has a feature called James Brown, and he does the James Brown dances. Interesting movie. Okay, interesting movie. Also, this is during the holidays. I watched this, but I watched a movie called Unaccompanied Minors about the kids that fly during the holidays or whatever without their parents, and the unaccompanied minors, and couple get out and they get into some hijinks. Got Tyler James Williams in it, a dude that looks like my God, he looks like Andy Samberg, but he is not. I forgot the other people's name, man, but yeah. I mean, it's an interesting Christmas movie. If you want to watch it, you can go right ahead. It's on Netflix. I don't even know if it's still on Netflix because that was a Christmas movie. But it's interesting. I watched How to Be a Player, Bill Bellamy, uh, Bill Bellamy, Bill Bellamy, Bill Bellamy. You don't know that? That's the Keenan Kel. Anyways, who was it? It was Bill Bellamy, Lark. Yeah, Lark is Lark. I think is the reason I clicked on the picture. Lark. Speaking of Lark, Back to Class Act, it had Cam Parsons in it, so that's why I clicked. Lark. Who else was in it? It was Lark, and of course her name was Lisa, because of course they have no originality. It had Bernie Mac in it. Bernie Mac had a Bernie Mac's part was hilarious. He all the things he does probably hilarious, but yeah. I think y'all should go watch it. If not watch that, at least watch the Bernie Mac parts, and I think you'll get a crack at it. Okay, so I have a problem with Netflix. I'm kind of feuding with Netflix, right? So I never watched fully Men in Black, so I was like, okay. I watched Men in Black 1 on Netflix. I was like, oh, okay, I'm a binge watch the rest. I watched Men in Black 2 on Netflix, and I go to watch Men in Black 3, and they don't have it. You mean to tell me you have Men in Black 1 and 2, but can't have Men in Black? You know what? I'm not gonna start. Just know Netflix is now getting my subscription this month because of that. Okay, uh, Men in Black 1 and Men in Black 2 are on there, but Men in Black 3 is not on there. That's like having the first Austin Power movies and not the second but the third Austin Power movies. It makes no sense. And I think they do that. I think right now, if I go on there, they have Gold Member and they have the Mr. International Man and Mr. but they don't have the Special Shag Me. I swear I think that's you know what? No, I'm not gonna even prove it right now, but I think that's what it is. Um they have that with other movies too. It's like they'll have like Rush Hour 1 and Rush Hour 2 and not Rush Hour 3. Like what's the point of even forget it. Um oh, just yesterday, last night, I watched The Graduate. Uh why did I watch The Graduate? Because I think one of the actors or writers or something died, and I seen it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I never really fully watched The Graduate." I wasn't even planning on watching it. I was just planning to see how long it was and whatever, and see how much it costs on YouTube. But I went to YouTube and it was like, "Oh, it's free." I said, "Oh well, in that case, I might as well watch it." So I watched it, and it is I don't know. I'll let you watch it for yourself. It's a movie. It's a movie. Now, one thing I probably, if I had to critique anything, is somewhat of Dustin Hoffman's acting in the beginning, like where he's sitting there, he's like, Mrs. Robinson, No, come on. I'm sorry, Miss Robinson. Mrs. Robinson. Mrs. Robinson. Mrs. Robinson. I'm sorry. Those parts is like okay, but anyway, yeah. I mean, you should watch. Okay, you should watch it. It has a story deep into it. It has a meaning, and they want you to know that they got a song for the soundtrack. Hello, darkness, my old friend. They want you to know that that's the theme song of this movie. They want you to know that. Okay. Um, the ending though, if you haven't seen this, well, I can't even lie because I'm just not seeing it, and it came out in 1967. But if you the ending is weird as they're playing Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. It's like they kept the shot on, and the shot was all laughing and smiling and happy, and after a while, those smiles and laughs fade away, and then their frowns and sadness, and then it's just blank expressions. What does that mean? I don't know. Honestly, nobody knows. Some people say that the director wasn't there that day, and whoever told them was supposed to tell them cut never told them cut. So that those are just their genuine reactions to thinking that they're off camera. But all right, and then also the movie came out over 50 years ago, and you see the stuff that they have. It's like, oh, that's what TV looks like in the '67, and that's what so and so looked like in back in the day. Like the I think the hotel door had like an actual key, not like the pass key. It had like an actual key that you put in there, and it's all right. You know, certain stuff they do look different. Anyways, I'm gonna try to add these new features for the end of the year, beginning of the year. Uh, I have two things I'm gonna try to add every week. Try. I had a nostalgic theme song of the week, nostalgic song of the week, and this week, since I talked about it in length, I'm just might as well put my nostalgic theme song of the week as Zoe 101. So hit the music.
Are you ready?
Ooh, I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today? Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. If you wanna play, come and play today. Let's just get away, yeah.
You're not gonna get the whole thing, you know. People, you know how music things are, and my nostalgic song of the week is Outkast Roses because I really like that song, and for some reason, honestly, I got this idea from Skip McIntyre, who was on my podcast a couple episodes ago of the podcast, and I was watching his channel, and he was talking about what's the name of Outkast Andre 3000's Tux guy, and his name is Farnsworth Bentley. It made me think of Fat Albert, and then it made me think of Outkast because he's in the video of Roses. Somehow I got to this conclusion. Don't ask me how I went all that way to get to this conclusion. I just did. But if you never heard this song, you're in for a treat. So let's go to that.
Caroline. See Caroline, all the guys would say she's mighty fine. But mighty fine only got you somewhere half the time. And the other half either got you cussed out or coming up short. I know you'd like to thank you. Don't stay, but lean a little bit closer. See, roses really smell like boo boo boo. Yeah.
And last but not least, this is the end of the road. So follow me Twitter, Instagram at KBNG Primetime. Oh, you know what? I'll say that for the next episode because it has not come out yet. But I do have some things to say. Get your tickets for the 30th anniversary of Poison Bell Bill DeVoe. Get on Ticketmaster. You can see Ralph Tresvant February 22nd. I think him and Johnny is doing a couple things together. Bob, I don't know what Bob's doing yet, but I'm sure he'll be doing something soon. And we're trying to make something happen, but you know, just go ahead and get your tickets. Go ahead and get your tickets. And anything else I want to say? Let's see. Actually, before the next episode comes out, it's gonna be out. Somebody's supposed to see it. I'm excited to watch Bad Boys 3. I am very excited. People say it don't look good. I mean, I would see the how can I put this? The trailer of Bad Boys 3 looks like how bad looks like the Bad Boys series. So for some people to say it don't look good or anything like that, like the trailer is of the source material. So I mean, some things don't hit with the Bad Boys thing, but the trailer is definitely source material. It's definitely a Bad Boys movie from the trailer. Um, because if you watch some movies and they have like a third or fourth or whatever, and you watch the trailer, you're like, that don't really have the same feel as the first couple did, but this literally has the same feel as Bad Boys. And honestly, I'm glad it's not Michael Bay, so we don't have an explosion every 10 minutes. So that's good too. Michael Bay, somebody looks at the water, explosion. Somebody looks up, explosion. Oh, there's a plane over there, explosion. I'll snap my fingers, explosion. Explosion, explosion, explosion. Now I do like the couple bumpers that they've done. I don't know, I already said my goodbye. Anyway, I'm gonna just talk about these two bumpers. I'm out. The two bumpers that they done. One of them is the one with a criminal. I guess he's on stage or something. And they get up there, and there's like a and there's like a you going to jail. And it's like when I say criminal, you say jail, criminal, jail, criminal, jail. That one for some reason is funny to me. And another one is that they're on the plane and they're talking to each other, and it was like, we ride together, we die together, bad boys for life. And the man is like, what? You're gonna ride? What? And, and then the whole plane is getting rowdy, and they were like, no, we're cops. And then they get more rowdy. Oh man, that is, I don't know, that maybe that's just me. In other words, I think Bad Boys 3 will be, or Bad Boys for Life will be better to the series than how Beverly Hills Cops 3 was to Beverly Hills Cops 1 and 2. Hopefully 4 can be good. Hopefully. Don't know if they have Judge Reinhold or Taggart, because Taggart is like in his 70s and Judge Reinhold is just not in Beverly Hills Cop shape as the last we've seen of him. And then he has jail issues as well, so I don't think he's gonna be in it. So this might just be an Eddie solo story. But if we have an Eddie solo story, what reason would he have to come to? Oh, actually, he could have where they killed Taggart or they killed Rosewood, and he's in Detroit trying to figure out the murder. So that is something as well that we could be on the lookout for. Anyways, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at KBNG Primetime. If you want to see me react to anything or any commentary tracks that you want to see, comment below. I would be happy to do them on the YouTube video. Yeah, I'm just trying new things with this nostalgia and this reboot, and it's a lot of reboot news. So I guess that's gonna be the title of the episode, is Reboot City, something like that. And so I gotta be more creative. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. Prime time is all the time.